Alright guys, it is finally time to take a look at the Sardonyx that I ordered a while ago. I opened this in the package, mail call package with my mom and son. A really fun recording I had with them. And it's finally time to take a look at the bag thoroughly, get them wet, see what's in there, and go from there. See a lot of different colors in here. To be honest, I had no idea what I was getting into when I ordered the Sardonyx. I'm not familiar with this stone. I haven't really heard it noted. I just saw some pictures of it. I thought it looked cool, and as I'm looking at it, I don't think it's being lived down. Some of these are going to take a while to tumble out. They fracture properly, which is what hard stones should do. They're going to make quite a little fractures, but probably going to lose the coloring on that one, which is a shame. But yeah, they're going to be nice, pretty black stones. Going to have some red flecks in that one. Yeah, so time to get them into the big old barrel I got here. That's perfect for 5 pounds of stone. Oh, wow. Yeah, these are going to be fun. Wow, look at that one. Alright, so you got large pops of colors in some of them, and mostly black, so it's good. It reminds me a little bit of bloodstones. But, yeah, they're looking cool. I'm liking them. I don't know if you guys are, but they're going to be fun to see shape up and polish up. And that one, for a second there, I thought it had agate lines in it, but this looks like it'd be a pure, clear piece of quartz, like, huh, whatever that is. Same stuff. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright. So this will be a fun tumble, if nothing else. It'll be fun to see all the stones come out. I have been having a terrible habit lately of mixing other stones in when this barrel gets not quite full enough to run another batch of that type purely. I've been mixing in other stones that I know I could separate, but I don't think that's going to happen with these. These have so many varieties of colors, and I don't think I can mix any other stone with and be able to keep them apart. So these ones are going to be a pure tumble for sure. The only thing going in with these into the tumblers is going to be media. But black and black. I do love the black stones, don't get me wrong. That one's really cool, isn't it? Sorry if I'm off frame. I'm kind of excited. I want to get these going. I'm kind of late for bed, and I'd like to get there. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Well, there's more of the same one. Ooh, I wonder if I should break that off. I really want to. Alright, I'll just tumble it as is, see what happens, and it'll be an experiment. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen, but man, it almost looked like mookaite for a second there. Almost looks like granite. Ooh, wow. Man, this stuff, it's hard to get a beat on what it looks like. I mean, every piece is so different that it's going to be really cool when these are tumbled up. I can't wait to see the end. Unfortunately, you only have to wait a couple minutes. I'm going to have to wait a couple months. But these are 6.5 on the Mohs scale for hardness. So it's going to take a couple of months in that tumbler to get these things done. Man, it's going to be a lot of fun by then. That'll be fall by the time they come out. Ooh, wow. Man, that's something else. Best part is that stuff is probably all going to go away in the tumble, so there's going to be left just that green. Hopefully. Hard to predict, but I don't know if these are, all these different minerals are uniform in hardness, or if it's just a general overall they're 6.5. But, jeez, oh, Pete's are pretty. I'm really glad I got these. I mean, I'll find out for sure, like I said, in a couple minutes for you. That one's really craggy. The others tend to be more smooth. This one feels soft. Kind of has that grainy texture of a soft stone. I can feel that part is actually just rubbing off under my hand, so it must be a type of sandstone or something. Yeah, you can see it smoothing off just under my hand, so I don't know how the hell that one will survive. but into the barrel it goes. So maybe all the minerals are different. Let me rinse that off my hands real quick. Otherwise it changes the way the other rocks feel. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know if I'm the only one that does that or if you guys do that. Let me know in the comments, but am I the only one that judges stones by their feel? I mean, I know they can be deceiving, I can be tricked, because, you know, you can't feel the lower surface, but, like, that one's got a rough texture to it that kind of makes me think it's definitely not the same as that thing. And typically, when I feel a rougher texture, I know it's going to be a softer stone. Not always the case, not always the truth, but the way it tends to be. That one's cool. Fun. Different whites. Unfortunately, that white's probably going to go away, but that is going to be in there permanently. There's no way getting rid of that without taking it to a saw and making two really small rocks out of it. But I guess that one's going to be the butt cleft rock. We'll find it all the way through the tumble. A couple little pieces just for kicks and grins. So, yeah. Again, my little 14-inch barrel, or whatever this was here, is perfect for that many rocks. So, probably a little overfull, but that's okay too. I just won't add as much water. So, alright, well, I'll see you guys after stage 1. I'm just gonna, like I said, I can't mix these ones, so, ooh, that one looks like it's been saw cut. That definitely looks like a tool mark. I don't know, it's not quite circular like a saw would be, but, well, it'll tumble. So, yeah, I'll show you guys what they look like after they're all done in stage 1 and before I move on to stage 2. So, see you in a couple seconds and a couple of, well, probably over a month for me. Alright, so I finished the Sardonyx in stage 1. I realized I never took a video of them after stage 1. The ones in the yeah, whatever that is, strainer thing, are stage 2. And as you can tell, they are much different looking. I let these roll until they were completely smooth. And I've honestly, I got so few after a while, you know, I kept setting them aside, and I kind of mixed in some random stones, and I don't know if I got them all sorted back out, because these Sardonyx look like everything. I would say that's a Botswana agate. That's definitely not a Sardonyx. That should have been in another batch. I'm about to do a video with those things too, I think. But anyway, so if you want to see more Botswana agates, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, they're coming out cool. They're smooth. They're nice. They're really hard. I'll get an actual count on how long it took to polish them, and I'll let you know in a couple of weeks here when they're done. Well, not a couple weeks. These are going to have to go in for 2 days. Then I'm going to merge them with those. They'll be in for another 2 days, 4 days. So yeah, okay. A little over a week. But yeah, so they're coming out good. They're looking nice. A lot of color variations. Very smooth, very easy to work with. And I'm sure they're going to have a great shine. And we will find out. Ooh, is that a... for a second there, I thought I saw a flash of hematite or something in there, but just a trick of the light, which is why that is, I guess. But, oh, this one's kind of weird. Broken up, not very soft, or not very hard. That one's kind of odd. But anyway, I'm sure they'll shine up great, and we'll find out in a couple of days, and I'll see you then. Alright, here we are, finally done with these things. They are really amazing stone. Really pretty. It took a great shine, as you can already see by looking at the pile. I mean, it's just all kinds of light difficulties in the camera looking at this stuff. And then, of course, I look it up after I'm done polishing the stone. I don't look it up before, because that would be smart. But the Sardonyx gets its name because it's a mixture of the minerals sard and onyx, with sard being the dark orange to reddish color, and onyx typically known for being black, but it can be any color. And sometimes I think they call it Sardian onyx too. And yeah, it's really cool. It's got a bunch of different colors through here, and it's also they tend to dye it. I don't know if these have been dyed. I don't know what it looks like undyed, so I couldn't tell you if this has been dyed or not. But they'll form layers. They usually just form straight bands for the agate type banding. They are an agate, so they do get a nice shine to it. They're very tough, very difficult to get through stage 1. In fact, these ones rolled for 6 weeks in stage 1. Now, of course, I start with a, I start them with a big batch, and then I just kind of, all 5 pounds of them, and then I just take them out as they finish. Oh, there you go. There's that straight line. Oh, there. Come on, camera, work with me here. There we go. Yeah, there's those straight lines. And I interrupted myself because I was trying to get that banding focused in for you. But yeah, 6 weeks, and then yeah, it was just a simple, easy. Threw them in the vibratory tumbler, and they ran just fine. It was perfect, and they are just wow, really cool. All kinds of different colors in here. You got the typical, the color you'd expect from an onyx, and then just got some sard in there. And as I was tumbling these, oh, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I start with a 5-pound barrel, pare it down, as I go. So, and I didn't tumble every single stone for 6 weeks, just set them aside. And it took up to 6 weeks for some of these to finally get to the point where I was happy enough to at least move them on. They're not perfect. I feel a little divot in there. Yeah, so they're not 100% perfect. I had one earlier, you could see a pit in it, but yeah, it just gets to the point where I like it, and there you go. It's got some nice speckling in there, a little undercutting. But literally, I don't think the undercutting is distracting. It's kind of maybe even enhances the stone. Just got a couple here that look the same. I love the variety of colors. As I was tumbling it, sometimes you don't get a full barrel, and then I'll mix in just stones I have laying around, and these had such a variety of colors. I had to be careful what I mixed them with, so that I didn't get get them mixed up and confused, and get other stones in here that aren't Sardonyx. Like maybe this guy, I think that's a Sardonyx. I don't know what else it would be if it wasn't, unless I mixed it with moss agates, but that could be moss agate. I tried not to get them confused, but with so many variety of colors in these Sardonyx, there's just no way to know. And then you get these pure pieces that were pure Chalcedony, and I think some of these might have ended up in the Botswana piles, because I think I tumbled these with Botswanas for a minute, so maybe some of those are Botswanas, and some of the Botswanas, or some of these ended up with the Botswanas. It's, I don't know. Well, here's one that's probably one of the cream of the crop. That thing is really pretty. And something I thought I would do, since I do so many of these rock tumbles, I didn't think I did that many, but, I was looking back and looking at all the videos I've made, and I definitely tend to favor more of these types of videos where I feature specific type of rocks. So I thought I would try to come up with a rating system to kind of simplify things and kind of give you an idea of how hard or easy something is to work with. And the first category I would probably rate would be the stage 1 toughness. So how hard is a stone to get through stage 1? And the lower the star, the harder it is. Obviously you want a nice easy stone that can go through, because we're all impatient to get to the shiny stuff. And so these ones I would probably rate at about a 2. They weren't super tough, or maybe a 3, somewhere in there. Yeah, call it a 3, because when you hear agate, you expect it to be a little tough. Get my fingerprints on there. Sorry, should have worn gloves, I guess. And you're gonna expect something that's a little tougher, a little harder to tumble up. So yeah, they weren't that awful. 6 weeks isn't bad for an agate. I've had some that were, you go into 2 months and you're just like, it's going to be a while yet. So these aren't bad. Another category I was thinking of was difficulty to finish. So once they're out of stage 1, how hard is it to get them to shiny and glossy? Does it require a lot of technical skill, or do you need a vibratory tumbler as opposed to a rotary tumbler? And these ones, again, these were crazy easy. I mean, it was just my simple 8-day stage 2, 3, and 4 in the vibratory tumbler, and they came out. Oh, I'm throwing them almost on the floor. And yeah, they were pretty straightforward after that. So I'm going to give these a straight up 5. And really easy once they're out of stage 1. They're just what you expect moving through. I think that's a Sardonyx. If it's not a Sardonyx, that's probably a Lake Michigan quartz. I'm leaning towards Lake Michigan quartz. I don't think that's a Sardonyx, but like I said, they look like everything else. I did not handwork any of these. That was another category I was going to have. Ooh, look at that banding. That's fun. And I didn't handwork any of them, so I can't tell you, because sometimes you work with something with, handwork something, you cut into it, and it just fractures everywhere, or it's just really hard to cut, but that wasn't the case with these. I never had a chance to work with them, so overall appearance, I don't know. I'm kind of out. I could go either way on these. I mean, they're really cool as a batch. You get a few individual little stunners, but I don't know. Overall, I'd probably rate these pretty low. Probably put it at about a 3. There's something I could take it or I could leave it. I don't know if I would get these again, especially knowing they're dyed or potentially dyed. I'm just not a fan of the dyed stuff. I prefer the natural rock the way it is. So, given all of those, I would say overall, these are probably right around a 3 for me as far as rating. Of course, you can change it based on how you feel. Appearance and stuff was rated in there and what have you. But yeah, as far as working with these, they were easy, simple. Obviously they're agates, so you're going to expect a little time in stage 1. But if you do have that patience, it does come out phenomenal. I think this is one that I had to have a little patience with because of the little chatter and stuff there on the bottom. It kept forming holes as it went, and this one took a little while, but yeah, I think that was worth it. That was definitely worth it. So, oh yeah, these can be found. The really good ones, I guess, come from India, and they can also be found Brazil, Germany, Czechoslovakia, Madagascar, Uruguay, and in the good old US of A. And I don't know where they would be found in United States, but I guess you can find them there. Of course, any kind of straight line agate would work with Sard and Onyx and as the other minerals. And yeah. I don't know what else to tell you about the rocks. These are fun. I hope you enjoy looking at them. I mean, there's definitely not a dull moment. Every handful I grab has its own characteristics. That is one of the fun things about this stone. There is never a repeat. So, look at those. Those are cool. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the new rating system. Let me know if you got some value out of it down in the comments below. And I will catch you in the next episode. Bye.